and we are going to learn the point 1.4, that is the saprotrophs. To know the meaning of saprotrophs, you may have seen mushroom packets which are available in the vegetable market, and maybe you may have eaten the mushroom vegetable also. Sometimes you have seen the fluffy umbrella like patches growing on rotting wood during the rainy season. Mostly the mushrooms can be seen in the rainy season. So what do you think? Which part they show? What is the mushroom? Why it grow in the rainy season? Many more questions are there in mind, and we are going to think about it, how they grow. Now let you find out what type of nutrients they need to survive, from where they get it. Okay. For that purpose, very simple activity we are going to perform. See the activity. We have to take a piece of bread and we have to make it little wet. We have to moisten it with the water. Leave it in moist warm place for about 2 to 3 days, and we will see the patches formed on this bread. They will be of color white, green, brown, or any other color. If you see it under the microscope or magnifying glass, we can understand its structure. Its structure will look like cotton like threads. What is this? These cotton like threads are the organisms called fungi. This fungi or the fungus grows on the bread on the moist places. Okay. Now we have to think what is the mode of nutrition of this fungi, how they produce their food and all. If we want to talk about fungi secrete digestive juices on the dead and decaying matter and convert it into a solution. First they secrete digestive juices, they release on the decaying matter and convert that decaying matter into solution, and then they easily absorb the nutrients from it. This mode of nutrition, in which organisms take in nutrients in solution form from dead or decaying matter, is called saprotrophic nutrition. Here we have prepared the question. The question is saprotrophic nutrition define, or what is meant by saprotrophic nutrition. Fungi that grow on the bread secrete the juice on that bread, then convert it into solution and absorb it. So here, what about the saprotrophic nutrition that we have seen? The mode of nutrition in which organisms take in nutrients in solution form from dead and decaying matter is called saprotrophic nutrition. This is the definition. And what is saprotrophs? The another definition. What are the saprotrophs? Plant which use saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprotrophs. Plants which use saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprotrophs. Okay. This fungi not only grow on these breads, it also grow on pickles, leather cloths, and other articles that are left in hot and humid weather for a long time. It also grows maximum time, that is at the rainy season. They spoil many things, and at that time you can ask your parents also how these objects are prevented from getting spoiled during rainy season from your parents. Now one question must be in your mind from where this fungus comes, how they developed on decaying matter, on the bread, on the pickles, on the leather cloths, and other objects, and why they grow mostly in the rainy season. Many more questions must be in your mind. You should know that the fungal spores, they are present all the time, mostly all the time in the air, and when they get the proper atmosphere or specific temperature atmosphere, then they land on the wet and warm things, and they germinate and grow. It means when they give the favorable place, favorable temperature, favorable place, then this fungus grow in these areas, they germinate there, and they multiply their number. So it is a challenge how to prevent this growth of fungus. Actually, the fungus is mostly the harmful for us, for the objects. So it is a challenge for us how we can prevent. Now here, when I told that they how the land and all, so you must understand, you must get the answer. You just think about the sentence: when they get the favorable condition, when they get the wet and warm things, they germinate at that place. So you can understand how to prevent the growth of fungus on the objects. Okay, after this we are going to see, as we are on the page number 7, we are going to see the organisms which live together and share shelter and nutrients. This is called symbiotic relationship. We have seen some examples. In that we have seen plant supports each other, means plant support the bacteria support the plant, and they both help each other for the growth and for the survival. To know about the symbiotic relationship, here we can prepare the question: define symbiotic relationship, or what is the symbiotic relationship. You can tell the definition: the organism live together, or some organism live together and share shelter and nutrients. This is called symbiotic relationship. You can understand it by a simple example. Sometimes certain fungi live in the roots of trees. Fungi live in the roots of the trees. The fungi live in the roots of the trees. The tree provides nutrition to the fungus and in return receives help from it to take the water and nutrients from the soil. This association is very important for the tree. Means fungus help the tree helps the fungus, and they both survive. This is an example of symbiotic relationship. We are going to study the example, detailed example, that you can write it for the exam. Here we can prepare the question: give example of symbiotic relationship. Now the answer that I am going to tell now: in an organism called lichens, a chlorophyll containing partner, which is an alga, and the fungus live together. The fungus provides shelter, water, and minerals to the alga, and in return, the alga provides food which is prepared by the photosynthesis. Alga provide the food, and the fungus provide shelter, water, and minerals to the alga. Means alga helps the fungus, and fungus helps the alga. They both helps each other. Here you can understand the fungus is able to provide shelter, water, and minerals, but it is unable to provide the most important food. But alga contains the chlorophyll. It prepares the food and provide it to the fungus. So they both help each other. This is the best example of symbiotic relationship. Okay, now whatever I taught today, just learn this, frame the questions. Thank you.